Hello everybody, Wild Bill for America here, and today I'm doing something I never thought I would have to do. Make a public apology for the behavior of some men who call themselves Christian. Now I'm up here in Montana where I was invited to an open-air preachers convention, I assume because of my Outlaw Chapel videos. And I was truly honored to be invited because I've only done like 5 videos of Outlaws Chapel on the beach. Now, most of the men that I met were good, rock-solid men who faithfully represent the Christian church. But there were some whose behavior was absolutely disgraceful. On the last day of the conference, they announced that they were going to show a clip of what happened last night in Whitefish. Some of them went out to the town of Whitefish, where they stood in the street and targeted women and girls with a bullhorn, calling them sluts and whores. And being Montana, a cowboy walked over and punched the street preacher right in the face. Hey, score one for the home team. And then they showed that video like that kid with the bullhorn was some kind of martyr. No. In my opinion, that kid got exactly what he deserved. And then I learned that those yahoos had gone out the night before and done the same thing in the city of Kalispell, even after the organizers of the conference had told them not to do it, told them that they're not going to bring that kind of behavior to Montana. But these guys were hell-bent on viciously disrespecting the women of Montana under the guise of Christian ministry. And today, as a Christian American, I am humbly apologizing to the people of Montana for the despicable behavior of some of the men who attended the open-air preachers convention. Now, the Christians who organized the convention have assured me that these men will never again be invited to Montana. And now, to the men who did these things, I have a few things to say. How dare you act like that in the name of Jesus Christ? When Jesus confronted the woman caught in adultery, did he call her a slut or a whore? No. He saved her from the men who were going to kill her. And then he said to the woman, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." Think about that, guys. Seriously, think about that. Were the women walking the streets of Whitefish, Montana sinners? Sure they are. And so are you. As a lawman and as a Christian, I have dealt with prostitutes and strippers, counseling them. Do you know what I called them? I called them ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. And you know what? It's quite possible that I was the only man in their lives who treated them with basic respect. Now, when I gave my speech at the convention, I told the story of how the Boot Hill Saloon in Daytona Beach invites us once a month to preach a Christian service right at their front door. And I told them about the woman who comes roaring up on her Harley with 4-letter words on her biker vest, and she sits there sucking on her cigarettes, and she is zeroed in on the message of the cross. Let me tell you something. If any of you guys ever walked up to that woman, stuck your finger in her face, and called her a slut and a whore, I would be the one punching you in the face. I guarantee you that would be the last time she would ever come to hear the message of salvation. And for the rest of her life, she would remember how she was treated by the Christians. Now, I was asked to be the last speaker of the convention, to be the one to close it out. Now, that's quite an honor, considering that I'm nobody. I just do a Saturday morning get-together at Sunsplash Park in Daytona Beach. But I told the organizers that I couldn't do it, that I cannot give those men my blessing. And I walked out. So, to the people of Montana, please do not hold what those men did against the Christians who live here in Montana. All of the bad guys were from out of state, and the Montana Christians are just as appalled as I am. This is Wild Bill for America. Thank you for watching, and America bless God again.